If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. We're having a little bit of internet trouble today. Again, unfortunately, everything was fine right up until the countdown. Of course, if we lose the stream due to the internet, we will try restarting one time, probably about 15 minutes after it breaks. But hopefully, got some storms in my area. I'm looking out the window at that. Call me Ender. Good to see you in the house. We got a few other creators on the wheel already. I noticed that Phyllis Brown dropped a super chat on us. Thank you for that. And also, we're looking at Yarn Barf. This is our featured channel for today. We feature a different channel almost every single day on Superchat based on impact and generosity that I see within the community. This is somebody who came into the Superchat family just blazing with engagement, obviously with a sub count well over 3,400 subscribers, almost at 3,500 now. You can bet there's much to be learned from this creator as well as entertained and inspired by. It turns out they've actually done a lot of content previously over the last several years and now have started stepping things up again, putting out about a video a week. And I'm hoping you will enjoy getting to know Yarn Barf as I am getting to know them. And I had wondered at first when I saw Yarn Barf in the chat as a channel name, whether that might be actually a real channel. Turns out, yes, absolutely it is. And when you head to their About page, you get the description of exactly what Yarn Barf is. So I hope you will go and visit them and see what they're talking about there. And they give us a lot of crafty projects. They have also spoken to a lot of other people out on the road. We see this Lady Trucker Chronicles series that they've got going on. And there's a lot more variety on this channel. And they seem to be working their way around the small YouTuber community, pardon me, to support lots of other creators. So I wanted to introduce them to you today. So thank you everybody for coming in. I know we've got a couple of brand new channels in the chat. Thank you for coming in. Hope feeling welcome. And you can reach out to anybody you'd like to here in the chat. Please don't be shy. Everybody is here to connect. If you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions. Thank you everybody for the busy beginning. And I'll add some more as we need them. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a second. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. And while I get ready for my introductions, if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out. Willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements. And of course, two of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube are always with us, especially on the weekends. Michael's Adventures is here as often as he can be. Sometimes a work schedule will throw a day or two off, but he always sends his regards when he can't be here. He'll be here today, of course. And then Scratch and Pete PA, another extremely supportive creator, is on the pole position of our Wheel of Doom. I've got quite a few names on the wheel already, and I see that Yarn Barf just threw another super chat through the chat here, so thank you very much for that. I really do appreciate that extra support. And I'm happy that we're introducing this channel to everybody today because, like I said, they came into the Tuber Chat family just blazing with engagement in the chat. And Phyllis Brown had dropped a super chat on us. We'll look at that channel in a few moments. Four Corners Custom Products Mobile, Alabama actually did that well before we started, probably 15-20 minutes before we started, so we'll get their channel up soon too. Thrill Seeks is obviously in the chat. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is here both as a member and a moderator. Same with Emotion, who happens to be a gold member. We'll see his link dropped every 30 minutes or so by Nightbot. Mrs. VSNC09 is here. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is here with 3 channels, as a matter of fact. And Emotion, like I said, is here. Modest Moon Gazer is on the wheel. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Call me Ender. I didn't add you yet. Call me Ender will get added. We always put the members on the wheel right away, but everybody has the chance to be on the wheel or the screen. You do not have to be a member or super chat. And what happens is after a period of time, when the wheel gets down to about 5 or 6 names, I'll add some more names to the list. So hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. I see one Busy Mama's here. Good to see you here. An extremely supportive creator. Andy from Ace Flaw 1 has been with Tuber Chat from the beginning. Black Phoenix, always good to see you here. And Blacker TV TSTJ is here for the second time. Classy Cookery is a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. Thank you for coming in. And Easy Relaxation Soothe was a part of the raid train orchestrated with Spotless Calm earlier today. That was a lot of fun. Facing Reality is here, always at the top of the class for engagement, and Fanatic Guide's an extremely supportive creator. Thank you for being here. God Soldiers is here for the second time. Homestead Family Reclaim, always a pleasure having you in here. Kid Wonders Gaming and Livestream is the second of 3 channels from Kid Wonder. Loving ya for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Mama's Handprint is here. It's good to see you. Nurse Leslie is back. I know yesterday was a little bit late for you. Past Life Explorer is single-handedly responsible for introducing us into the paranormal genre, of which we have many friends now still to this day. So good to see you here again. Popping the Popcorn is in the house. Purple Tube is a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. Thank you for coming back in. Southern Sown and Grown, it's good to see you back. Spotless Calm, like I said, orchestrated a raid train earlier today. We'll talk more about that later. Stella Mombasa, good to see you here. The LJ family, I think you've been here before, but forgive me if I'm wrong about that, and hopefully you're feeling welcome also. The Moosh family, I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you. And then Shen Unique Vlogs JA is here. I wonder if I recognize that channel with a slight name change as well. Channy's Unexplainable Adventures, good to see you in the house. And Carolina Homestead is here with a slight name change. So hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. The Stock Explorer just came blazing in. Oh, the Stock Explorer. Oh, no. This is one of the things, if you're going to get involved in like stocks and crypto and stuff like that, you got to have the stomach for it. I dipped my toe into the crypto markets this summer just with a small bit, and you know, I wish I wouldn't watch it so much, but I do, and boy did we take a dive just everywhere that you could in the last couple of days. So I'm whining and complaining about that. My Peaceful Moment, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And for anybody that is brand new to Tuber Chat, hopefully you're feeling welcome. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Forks and Chopsticks is here as well. Thank you for coming in. And I think we're just about caught up with our introductions. I certainly don't mean to miss anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And if you've mentioned something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @ mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I should be able to catch it the next time around. Nita VR Designs, good to see you here. For all of the channels that are brand new to Tuber Chat, or for anybody who hasn't been here many times before, the best success in Tuber Chat is always found in making the first move. We believe wholeheartedly in connecting to other creators first and giving much more than we expect to receive, but we see that come back in spades all the time. So what I recommend for everybody is to keep track of everybody that you're connecting with here in the chat today. Everybody's willing to connect. And then start a conversation with somebody just to make sure they're on the same page, you've got their attention. People are coming in and out of Tuber Chat constantly, especially that we know 60 or 70% of people might be on a phone, so they have to leave and come back, but that's okay. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Once you've got somebody's attention, head to their channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes long. Very important that it's at least 3 minutes. Very important that we watch the full video from beginning to end. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video while you watch. I recommend 3 or 4 sentences. Then give a thumbs up, subscribe if you enjoy their content, and ring the notification bell. Of course, I subscribe to everybody and I ring notification bells for all creators. You see this? And then when you come back into the chat and let them know that you've done that, they will turn around and do the same thing for you. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Planning, second visit. Thank you for coming back in. Hopefully you met some friends the first time, and hopefully you'll meet some more today. And then, yeah, Past Life Explorer, always up to make long-term friends. They've been with Tuber Chat well over a year now. A long, long-time friend of Tuber Chat, for which I'm grateful. And Yarn Barf is up on the screen right now with 3,480 subscribers or so right now. I just wanted to introduce them to everybody. We'd love to push them a little bit closer to the 3,500 that they're thinking about. They've actually been on YouTube for many, many years. We can see some of their most popular videos are from 10, 11, and 13 years ago. And then they've recently started stepping it up with some new content, which is really, really cool. So I hope everybody will connect to this loyal and dedicated supporter, somebody who engages the chat and definitely has worked themselves right into the Tuber Chat family. And next, we're going to look at Four Corners Custom Products, Mobile, Alabama. They dropped a super chat on us before we started today. And we'll get to adding some names from our chat list in a little while. We've just got a few more channels to go through here. Four Corners Custom Products, Mobile, Alabama has done this many times. They're an extremely supportive creator. They're actually going to be featured tomorrow. So hopefully we'll get a better look at this channel and the ideas behind what they're doing here. They're showing us a behind-the-scenes look at the merchandise that's available both for themselves and for other YouTubers and small businesses, which is really, really cool because a lot of us have the idea of monetizing our channels in our minds, but there's lots of different ways to do that, and eventually a lot of businesses and channels and YouTubers and things like that break into merchandise. So it's great to have a resourceful channel like this in the chat. Nova Real Show, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Marino's Mysteries, thank you for coming in. Mo is here. Mo always shares on Twitter, for which I'm grateful. Anybody who tweets or retweets for Tuber Chat gets added automatically into a list that I have of YouTubers who tweet and retweet for others. We call it Tuber Chat Stars, where you can meet almost 100 other creators who are here in the Tuber Chat family and active on Twitter and willing to share for other creators. So the idea is, if you're the kind of person who enjoys sharing for other people, you might be able to trade some favors over there and get some outside traffic coming in for your own videos, which is always nice to see. Writing with Emotion New Souls, the second channel from our talented singer-songwriter friend Emotion. We'll look at both of those channels in a little while. Phyllis Brown is here. She dropped a super chat on us. Thank you, Four Corners Custom Products, Mobile, Alabama, and Phyllis Brown for dropping those super chats. I really do appreciate that extra support to get us started. We have seen over the last many months that Phyllis Brown has been a very generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter in a lot of different ways. They don't have a sub count right now, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're working towards. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. We just want to push each other along. As long as everybody's supporting everybody else as much as we all can, everybody will be fine. Everybody will be growing. We see channels getting monetized all the time, and we know that Phyllis Brown has over 500 because they've got their community tab right there. So they bring us a lot of variety. There are a few videos that come out of the kitchen, but there's a lot of other videos that go kind of all around a bunch of different variety, to be honest with you, with Phyllis Brown. And now she's mixed up some live streams as well, which is really cool. So I hope everybody will connect with Phyllis Brown. She happens to be a member, so I had put her on the wheel right away, but because of that super chat, we just got her channel up here right away. Quickie-O, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Country Boy Magic, good to have you back in the house. Thank you for coming in as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody is still active, we should get around to everybody. So thank you one more time for that super chat. Phyllis Brown, Thrill Seeks did the same thing. He's done that many times before. Thrill Seeks is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and dear friend, and has been for a long time. And then Carolina Homestead says they're trying to watch at least 2 videos a week for their new subscriptions, which is a great idea. When I talk about our process here, I'm always talking about the minimum, because we know that it works. But of course, the more we're doing for other creators while we're supporting them, the better it is for everybody always, right? Basically, the idea is whatever you wish people would do for you, you go out and do twice as much for everybody else, and I promise it does come back, right? And Herman the Great, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. This is Thrill Seeks with 1,200 subscribers now. They show generosity in every way that you can on YouTube. They happen to be a member here, but they did drop a super chat, so we put their channel up right away. But they are willing to swap playlists with other creators for the purpose of gaining watch hours, and then as well they do the featured channels collaboration that we see here with a lot of familiar faces, and as well they do a new series where they allow people to connect in the same way that we do here in Superchat. All of this, in the meantime, they have a channel that brings us a lot of theme park and roller coaster footage more than anything else. And with the last couple of years that we've all had, we haven't been able to get out, a lot of us, to see some of these places. So it's great that we've had Thrill Seeks to take us along and give us a little bit of a show of what we have been missing. So let's spin. And we're going to look at Rambling with the Brums right now. This is another member, actually, and a fellow Canadian. And I managed to catch them on a live stream the other day, which I was happy to do for the first time. Rambling with the Brums has built up quite a reputation as a moderator. The other day they were making a joke about moderating on 4 streams at the same time. I don't think they were joking. That's the thing about it. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They are definitely a generous and loyal and dedicated supporter, but they are somebody who allows and encourages other people to connect in the same way. They do a lot of pure variety on their channel. Hopefully you'll find that interesting, in a mix of videos and live streams. And then, like I said, you'll meet lots of friends and family members over there as they allow and encourage everybody to do connect with each other in about the same way that we do here in Superchat. 407 subscribers for Rambling with the Brums right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. And then Herman the Great, thank you so much for that super chat. New here, paying your dues. Yeah, I do appreciate the extra support for sure. Now, again, for anybody that's brand new to Tuber Chat, you don't have to super chat or be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. I enjoy putting channels on the screen. This is how I get to know everybody over time. And this is basically what we do for 2 hours while everybody's connecting and meeting new friends in the chat. But I do appreciate the extra support. And for that reason, I'm going to put Herman the Great up next. And we will have a look at that channel for the first time. You can see that Rambling with the Brums has some featured channels here with some familiar faces, and I'm always happy to see that kind of generosity as well. When you feature channels on your front page that way, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you, and then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to their audience in the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on your the YouTube algorithm when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages. So now we're looking at Herman the Great, and thank you so much for that super chat one more time. I really do appreciate that. Freehandly Made AU, good to see you back in the house. Tomlin Girls, good to have you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Herman the Great has 245 subscribers right now. I'm hoping everybody will give them a warm welcome into the Tuber Chat family. They're obviously showing to be a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And then, forgive me if I've missed something, God's soldiers. I have a really hard time keeping up with the chat while I'm going through channels here. But if there was something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. The other thing too, so I see you're talking about having a Bible channel. I remember that from yesterday, which is really cool. there will be a lot of creators that are willing to support you regardless of the niche. Of course, you'll get people from the Tuber Chat family that will come to see you that will be happy to have a Bible channel in their collection, but you also might find some people who weren't really looking for that and become fans not only of yourself, but the content that you're making as time goes on. The best success found here in Tuber Chat is in making the first move, reaching out to other creators, supporting them regardless of their niche, of course, and then they will turn back and do the same thing for you. Of course, not every channel is going to be for every single person, and I'm sure everybody understands that, but for the most part, it seems to me that around here, the 99% of everybody is following everybody, only with the exception of really politically charged stuff that somebody may not want to see, or things like that, but it's so rare. So the idea, of course, is that Tuber Chat is just a meeting place. We're here to support each other, like I said, regardless of niche. You may even bring fans into your type of content, regardless of your own channel and yourself, which is really cool, and you might even expand some people's thoughts about that along the way. So Herman the Great, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes if I could find one. Breach Quickie, oh yes. Do you love the way I dance around my words while I talk about this stuff too? It can be interesting at times, right? And let me see what I can do. I don't see any. I'm just going to take a 35-minute video here. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well now, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I know Michael's Adventures is talking about some of the losses that go on. One of the things that's very important is while we're connecting with each other is the importance of fulfilling the full process when you're connecting to another creator. Of course, you're only responsible for your half, and YouTube is aggressively purging. So I noticed yesterday they were doing the same thing between yesterday and today. And they play games with all of our numbers, whether it's our subscribers, our likes, our views, even our thumbs down sometimes disappear, thank goodness. But it's all part of this game. So the more you're doing for other creators, the more you're going to find that those connections are solid. But because YouTube is the one that's doing the purging, it's really tough to avoid. And then hopefully everybody has patience with each other so that when we have newer people come into not just Tuber Chat, but the growth stream idea in the first place, or connecting in this way, when we see somebody that's not connecting the right way, you can possibly guide them by the hand and say, hey, you might want to, you have to look at this idea, watching longer videos or more videos, leaving better comments, things like that. If you do see something like that in the chat and you want me to address it, you can reach out to me on Instagram, and it's always one word, Tuber Chat. I try to be attentive of it, and then I can discreetly reach out either here or somewhere else and address it if we need to. And then thank you so much, Scratch and PPA. I did not see Super Twins Bella and Gabby come in on the chat today, but we will get them right onto the wheel. Thank you for that, Scratch and PPA. Luckily, when I talk about the idea of having moderators, and especially people you really trust and friends, you'll notice that Tuber Chat has very few moderators, and every single one has a long-winded speech behind why they're here, my friendship with them, and why they are a moderator. But Scratch and PPA absolutely has my back and manages to catch a lot of the mistakes that otherwise I would let go. CaliKing916, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Super Twins Bella and Gabby, it's great to have you back in the chat. Thank you for coming back in. So, emotion. When we look for this channel, because the name is so unbelievably popular, I type in emotion new soul. That's the music we're going to find from this talented singer and songwriter on his official music channel. He's got over 2,100 subscribers right now and climbing fast because they're mixing up some of their content. So primarily what we get here is Emotion's original works. And those can be in the form of music videos or compilations, whether it's premiered or live streamed. And then as well, a little bit more experimentation with reaction videos on both channels. Now he's fully monetized here with Super Chats and memberships available, as well as doing the feature channels collaboration. I'm just making a note for myself. Occasionally when I realize I forget something, I write a note down so I can catch it afterwards. Writing with Emotion New Soul is the second channel from this talented singer and songwriter. And with 398 subscribers, they're going to have their 400 anytime now. This is another channel that's growing rapidly. They're mixing up the content here. But what we get more than anything is a behind-the-scenes look at the writing process used by Emotion in the creation of their original work. So hopefully everybody will enjoy supporting them on both creators. This is an unbelievably generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and has been a dear friend for a long time. As well, they've started experimenting with reaction videos, and you'll be able to see why the magic formula that Emotion has used is working so well for them. Not everybody can just do any kind of reaction video and have it fly, but Emotion put a lot of thought, research, and intent behind the reaction videos that he put out, and those things have really started to move. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is coming up right now. Another dear friend, somebody who's here both as a moderator and a member. He shows generosity in every way that you can on YouTube, and one of the things that we see right away is, again, the featured channels collaboration. I love talking about that. He will be willing to swap playlists with other creators in the chat for the purpose of gaining watch hours. Anybody can do that simply by saying, I am willing to swap playlists. And then as well, he will allow and encourage everybody to connect during his premieres or live streams, the same way that we do here in Superchat. Sometimes you get a bit of variety on this channel. A lot of train videos, as you'd expect, and a little bit of unboxing, product reviews, random live streams, and a series that comes out once a week where he encourages and allows people to connect to each other the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat. Have Cheetah Will View, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And then Sam's Vlogs Trains and More has almost 1,400 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards that 1,400. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, it's a very simple arrangement that you can make with anybody. You can make those arrangements here in the chat, or you can go outside to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or any other social network. It's not something that I facilitate. I just promote it here so that everybody can build their friendships. It's a great way to get a friendship started by trading a favor with another creator. Not to mention your hours are really going to start to stack up. Super Twins Bella and Gabby, thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. For that reason, I'm going to make your channel the next one that we look at before I spin the wheel again, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel. And it's already time for me to start adding names from our chat list, so I'm going to do that right now. Super Twins Bella and Gabby have been longtime friends of Tuber Chat. They're getting a little bit of help with their channel. We can see the presentation here is just spectacular, especially with this banner, and then even when we go through a lot of their thumbnails. But they have been loyal and dedicated supporters for a long, long time. It is well over 2,200 subscribers now on this channel, and moving towards 2,300. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And we see them out supporting other creators as well. When I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I've run into Super Twins Bella and Gabby supporting others many times. So I hope you'll enjoy that kind of support coming back for you as well after you connect with them. I'm going to see what I can do about adding some names onto our chat list right now. So Nurse Leslie is going to come up right away, along with Popping the Popcorn. And then Facing Reality, of course, like I say, is always at the top of the list when it comes to engagement. For those of you who are brand new to Tuber Chat, the Wheel of Doom does not work strictly by time spent here. So it's not just about how long you're here, but also how much you're interacting in the chat. I have a robot called Bottissimo here that does a great job of keeping track how active everybody is. And then when I need names for the wheel, I look over at my robot and add them in some kind of an order. Call Me Ender, thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to make your channel the next one that we look at before I spin the wheel again. And thank you again, Super Twins Bella and Gabby, for the same thing. I really do appreciate all this extra support. So let's have a look at Call Me Ender and see what they've got going on. And it's great to see that Super Twins Bella and Gabby have still got content coming out regularly. Call Me Ender's posting extremely frequently, usually a few times a week. 507 subscribers right now. Hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. And it's great to see. I'm happy. It's great to see that they've got their community tab happening now. Everybody who gets 500 subscribers now gets that community tab, and we're all looking forward to that for everybody. So I'm just going to take your latest video, Call Me Ender, and add it into my catch-up list because I want to make sure I don't fall too far behind with you. Like I said, Call Me Ender's posting pretty frequently and is an extremely loyal and dedicated supporter. They actually support on all of my channels. Very supportive creator. Pretty Black, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I thought you'd been here before, but maybe I'm mistaken about that. But hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Makeup Mom and Son just came in right now. I've got them on the wheel, of course, because they happen to be a member. And then as well, Call Me Ender mostly does Dead by Daylight, but occasionally will do other things, including even a random live stream that they did the other day celebrating a birthday. That was just a couple of weeks ago. So hopefully everybody will enjoy having the support come back from such an unbelievably supportive creator as Call Me Ender. They always engage the chat. They always bring fun with them when they're here. And I see them out supporting others as well. Holistic Living with Abby Stalker Mom, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Easy Relaxation Soothe is still hanging out. Very cool. So let's spin the wheel and we'll get another channel up here. Thank you one more time, Call Me Ender, for the super chat. That actually makes Call Me Ender our stream boss now. And I'm talking about that video game life meter under my camera there. And they will get a little bit of extra exposure there because they knocked the life out of our last stream boss. So Facing Reality was just making a joke about the Wheel of Patience, but there it is. The Wheel of Patience has called on Facing Reality, and this is a creator who is definitely a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family, somebody who always engages conversation for the betterment of everybody. They spread a lot of positivity and motivation everywhere that they go. They're somebody who's not afraid to ask questions, not afraid to share lessons learned along the way so that everybody can benefit. And personally, I'm grateful for that because even I will strive to improve constantly. And I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. The more we can learn from each other here in the chat, especially avoiding each other's mistakes, we might be able to move a little bit faster, and I really do appreciate that. The wheel does favor you. The odds are in your favor today, Facing Reality. With 786 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're thinking about. A lot of variety on this channel, a lot of pleasing visuals, audio. She's really mixing things up, but always positive messages in a fun way, as she says on her banner. Thank you very much, Thrill Seeks. Hopefully we'll see you again very, very soon. Thrill Seeks, like I said, is a dear friend and an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They actually did a new intro the other day with some music from our royalty-free music channel. Ladybug Seafood Boil 51, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to put you right onto the wheel because they happen to be a member. We're going to get Scratch and Pete PA up off of the pole position on the wheel and onto the screen. Mrs. VSNC09 is now in the pole position, and we will get Ladybug Seafood Boil 51 onto the wheel. And I'll add some more names when we get down to about 5 or 6 again. And Scratch and Pete PA is one of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube. We're very lucky to have them here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. And they are definitely someone that holds the glue in the Tuber Chat live streams together. For all the mistakes that I make, they manage somehow not to miss any of them. And for that, I'm extremely grateful. But what you'll find from Scratch and PPA, on top of the fact that they have built up a reputation as quite a moderator, moderating now on probably dozens or maybe even tens of dozens of channels, and they have built up quite a reputation as a supporter. So what happens is when you visit Scratch and PPA for a premiere, which they always set up on Saturday and have ready for the following Tuesday, these happen around the lunch hour at 12:15 Tuesday in the Eastern time zone. And you will find an unbelievably high energy, fast-paced rush of energy and support coming in for Scratch and PPA, because he seems to be everywhere. He's out supporting creators so unbelievably much, and it's wonderful to see it all come back. You can see his past live streams, the unbelievable views that he gets for a matter of a 10 to 15 minute video. It really is something to see. Makes it a lot of fun to be a part of. Sets his series unique, apart, and makes it unique, as does the idea that it is an interactive series. He allows everybody to vote on the content of next week's video. If you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do, and then as well, he features a different creator in every single episode, giving you now 49 opportunities to meet loyal and dedicated supporters who have had impact on one of the most supportive creators that I've met. So I hope everybody will connect with Scratch and PPA. If you haven't already, we'd love to get this creator a little bit closer to 900 and get that 1,000 coming up on the horizon for them. Yarn Barf is our featured channel for today. We feature a different channel almost every single day on TuberChat across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, which you have seen, so that you can meet loyal and dedicated supporters in a similar way to what Scratch and PPA does, even when we're not live streaming. So Modest Moon Gazer is here as well. This is an extremely supportive creator and somebody who is bringing us a lot of abandoned places and things to see. The latest is an old abandoned Chevy. This one, I've run this video, but I haven't actually watched it. I want to watch this and see what you did there. But as well, they bring us a lot of abandoned places. What I like about this is that they give themselves a lot of research. They research a lot of things before, so that they have the story to tell, to let us know exactly what we're looking at. I don't know how many people here have ever run into just some abandoned house or barn or anything else, but it's nice to have the story to go along with it, and Modest Moon Gazer puts a lot of consideration into that. As well, for what I've seen so far, a lot of the videos will have a photo slideshow at the end as well, to give you a little bit of an extra look at what she's showing us. And then she's very active on the other social networks, particularly Instagram. Modest Moon Gazer right now is sliding right around the 200 subscriber mark. I'm hoping that she managed to get it within the last 24 hours, but if not, it will be any moment now. I know YouTube was playing with games with our numbers again. And then I see that Mrs. VSNC09 has dropped a super chat just to boot themselves off the pole position. So thank you for that extra support. I really do appreciate that. We're going to make that the next channel that we look at before I start spinning the wheel again. And very soon it's going to be time for me to add some more names, which I'll do almost right away. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Sean the Great Gamer, good to see you here. Another longtime friend of TuberChat. It's great to have you back in the chat. Mrs. VSNC09 is an extremely supportive creator. This is somebody who came into the TuberChat family and just started supporting everybody everywhere right away. It's almost like you see visions of purple every time you hit a chat from anybody that's ever been to TuberChat, because Mrs. VSNC09 is out there and supporting an engaging conversation, bringing a little bit of fun with them as well. They are mixing up their channel quite a bit. It's great to see some featured channels here with some familiar faces. And then as well, they have mixed up a lot of the variety in their videos. I can see I'm falling behind with you already, so I'm going to take your monetized in 3 months video and add this into my catch-up list so that I can make sure I stay caught up and see what you've got to say there. They are fully monetized, lots of ways to support them when we get to their channel, including super chats and memberships. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Faye Blatcher is in the house. I'm going to get you onto the wheel right away. And I'm going to add a couple more names from our chat list. If anybody in the house hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I'll appreciate it greatly. Music Therapy is in the house. We can find that channel simply by looking for Musica Inspiradora, and they will let you know that if you want to ask them. If you have trouble finding Music Therapy, you can just ask them. They'll give you the right search term. When we search, find, and click on creators with complicated or popular names, we're actually doing them a service so that they can rise up the search results, and YouTube will do a better job of predicting over time when we're looking for that particular creator. So the Moosh family, I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you, and God Soldiers is coming up right now, and then Forks and Chopsticks will be next with an interesting story for me to tell about their raid train earlier today. If anybody has the ability to share today's stream, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on the any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat today, but does wonders for the algorithm in the coming days and possibly even weeks, as you could imagine. Thank you one more time, Mrs. VSNC09, for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. And now we're looking at Nurse Leslie. This is a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. The channel used to be named Health, Humor, and Motivation, but that was quite some time ago. Now Nurse Leslie has well over 500 subscribers, 531 right this second. They've got their community tab, which is great to see. And they are an unbelievably supportive creator. Like I said, they've been a longtime friend of Tuber Chat, previously featured, of course. And then they happen to be a compelling storyteller as well. They bring a little bit of comedy into the stories that they tell. In the videos that they're producing lately, more than anything else, we have seen a lot of health information targeted towards women, but I think anybody can draw some knowledge from that, and we can see I've got a couple more things to check out from you for Christmas. I saw your first one, but she's got a couple more here, and there'll be a little bit of fun in these, as we can see. So I'm going to take this particular video, add it into my catch-up list to make sure I catch that video and see what you've done there. Hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. Thank you for the share, Super Twins, Bella and Gabby. I really do appreciate that. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get one more channel up here and see what is happening with Faye Blatcher. This is an extremely supportive creator. This is somebody who, when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, myself trying to support others, I run into Faye Blatcher regularly. So they engage conversation here in Tuber Chat. They engage conversation when they're out. They're very supportive, like I said. And Sean the Great Gamer, motivation. Lots of creators here in the house will give motivation to others in their content. Micro Farmer, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And Faye Blatcher right now has 2,370 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 2,400 that they're thinking about. They've got a lot of variety on their channel. But like I said, the biggest thing I could talk about when I mentioned Faye Blatcher is the fact that she is so unbelievably supportive and hopping in between other people's premieres, live streams, making herself very much a part of the YouTube social network, right? The more we network with others, the more we connect, and the more we give the things that we wish we would receive, the more those things will come back. Homestead Family Reclaim still hanging out, and it looks like we're doing okay. Sean the Great Gamer has a motivation video as well. That's very cool. I'm going to spin the wheel again. We're moving a little bit faster than we usually do. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. The Stock Explorer is here, and this is a creator who I've had a great time getting to know. I'm hoping to catch some more of their content, actually, because they're talking about the idea of expanding into some more crypto, even though the channel's name is Stock Explorer. And we've seen a lot of volatility in the last week. But what I love about what the Stock Explorer does, both in their videos and in their live streams, is they give us a real-world, down-to-earth look at the companies and their products that we recognize. And that's in addition to telling the story as to what they expect these companies to do both in the short and long term, which is really, really cool. It is very much different than what I might have expected from a channel called the Stock Explorer. They're absolutely giving us stock information, but doing it in so much of an unbelievably down-to-earth and fun way that I think anybody should be able to draw some entertainment and knowledge from this creator. So I hope everybody will. 539 subscribers right now. They've got their community tab happening, which I'm really happy about. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Doing it with Nini. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I'm going to get Purple Tube onto the wheel right now. I know they've been here many times, but a lot of creators are coming in and out of the chat, right? So particularly if somebody happens to be on a phone, we know that 60 or 70% of people here in Superchat are on phones. And that can send our robot into a bit of a frenzy and have you not come up quite as early as you otherwise might have wished on the wheel. So I just want to make sure I get Purple Tube on there. They're a longtime friend of Tuberchat. Now we're going to look at Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder. And this is a creator that's actually got 3 channels and quite a long story to go along with them. Pardon me. I'm going to take the tea bag out of my tea there. And then I spilled it everywhere. Which is always fun. So I'll have to get everybody to bear with me while I reassemble my desk here. We're looking at Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder. This is a creator who's been with me for probably 2 years now. So I've been on YouTube for what's getting close to 5 years now. I think if I look back, I'll have to look and see the date and see if I'm right about that. But Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, I was introduced to just over probably 2 years ago. And this is somebody who was so unbelievably supportive right out of the gate. Somebody I met through what we call the small YouTuber community. They were so unbelievably supportive that they have been with me the whole time on all of my channels. And now that they've expanded into a second and a third, they're still there. So to put some weight behind the idea of the support that comes from this particular creator, Kid Wonder, he was the very first creator to be selected out of the Tuberchat family on episode number 2 of Tuberchat because he was so unbelievably supportive all the way along. So I hope everybody will connect with them. The Gathering Within, is it you that made me spill my tea here? They're a little bit far for that right now, I know that. They happen to be a member. They happen to be a fellow Canadian. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder has just over 3,000 subscribers on his main channel now, 3,120 and climbing, and is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support him over there, including super chats and memberships. And what we find here is a mix of videos and live streams. So I'm just going to take your latest Vlogmas video and get this into my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with you. Kid Wonder does Vlogmas every year, so you can look forward to a lot of different videos coming up. Shortly, we've got a few more creators in the chat doing that as well. Makeup Mom and Son is doing Vlogmas. And I'm always interested to see what creators are going to come up with. I've never taken on that challenge. I don't expect that I could actually follow through with that. But I'm happy to see when creators do that. So let's look at Kid Wonder's gaming and live stream. And if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I'll appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. Bigfoot Anon, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Kid Wonder's Gaming and Live Stream is the second channel from the same very generous, loyal, and dedicated friend and supporter. And then as well, the Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder is a new third channel. And I'm hoping that we will support him on all 3 channels. 42 subscribers right here, right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards maybe even the 50 that they're thinking about and get them halfway on the road to the first 100. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And we'll see what's happening with Forks and Chopsticks. They have an interesting story today because they were part of a raid train orchestrated with Spotless Calm. And I'm so happy to see creators collaborating in this way. Charlene Hill is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right away. They happen to be a member, of course. And then we'll get some more names for our wheel as we need them. So Forks and Chopsticks was actually at the end of the raid train today. And what they're doing is there's a lot of creators that have collaborated together. Anybody can reach out to Spotless Calm for this specifically. And they're orchestrating this every Saturday in the Eastern time zone. It would happen starting in the morning around 10 a.m. But anybody can be a part of it if you have a premiere. They will let you know the parameters. I don't want to go too far into it. It's not my thing. It's their thing. I'm just happy to promote it and was grateful to get the extra rate at the end to our music channel as well. But Forks and Chopsticks was responsible for that. They actually have a few channels that were all taking part in this. And it's really, really cool because you imagine, let's say you've got 5 or 10 different creators in there with premieres. They're all promoting each other's, and then the crowd moves from every premiere into the other, and it's really, really cool to see that happen. You pick up some new people along the way. 704 subscribers has Forks and Chopsticks right now. They're actually longtime friends of Superchat. I hope everybody will connect with them. They are loyal and dedicated supporters, to say the least. And like I said, I'm very happy to see creators collaborating together in this way, especially when they're allowing mixing up of genres as well, which is really, really cool. So it was a fun time hanging out with everybody today and last Saturday and the last Saturday before that. And I'll be looking forward to this Saturday coming up. So you can reach out to Spotless Calm about this. We'll talk about them later when we get their channel up. Maybe I'll add their channel onto the wheel right now. It's going to be time in 2 seconds anyway. And then hopefully everybody will connect with Forks and Chopsticks and push them a little bit closer towards the 800 that they're thinking about. We'll spin, and we'll get to Charlene Hill. Look at that luck. As soon as you walk in the door, I put you on the wheel, but I put you like in the middle of the wheel. And then still you manage to come up right away. So Charlene Hill is a powerhouse of energy, positivity, and motivation. And I'm sure everybody can draw from her channel itself. But she's also out visiting other creators and engaging chat and spreading that positivity and motivation everywhere they go. And then, yeah, Micro Farmer, everybody here will be willing to connect. The best success for any channels that are here in the chat that haven't been to Tuber Chat many times before, whether this is your first time or second or third or anything like that, the best success is always found in making the first move, reaching out to other creators. We believe wholeheartedly in giving much more than we expect to receive here, knowing that that always comes back. So your best success will be found in reaching out to others and making the first move. Right now, we're looking at Charlene Hill with 483 subscribers. She is going to have that community tab in no time. I wonder if you might be able to get it by the end of this weekend, but it will be soon. Either way, Charlene Hill is extremely supportive, bouncing in between premieres, live streams, supporting other creators regularly, and like I said, always bringing energy, engagement, positivity, and motivation everywhere that she goes. So I'm just going to look for your second channel. Business opportunities. Business services and opportunities. That was it. This is a second channel that's being started by Charlene Hill, Business Services and Opportunities. Took me a moment to remember the name there, but it's 13 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can help get this creator moving on this channel towards their first 100. It's a bit of a long climb, but we know that today we have more and more creators here willing to help each other. and that generosity is going to make everybody move just fine. So Charlene Hill, like I said, is a powerhouse of energy. It'll be wonderful to see that come back to her. So let's spin the wheel. We're going to look at Ladybug Seafood Boil 51, who's actually been a member for quite some time. Let's see what they've got going on their channel today. I put them onto the wheel right away as soon as I saw them, of course, because they happen to be a member. But Ladybug Seafood Boil 51 has been with us a while now. And with 1,350 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther, already halfway to 1,400. It's been a long while since we've rated this channel, but we did once quite some time ago. And you can see that she's got a little bit of variety on her channel, a lot of mukbang videos, which is really cool. I'm sure I'll never be able to pronounce that name the way it's supposed to be pronounced. I still can't figure it out after all these years. But hopefully everybody will enjoy the content that you see. She is definitely a very loyal and dedicated supporter. We've seen that because they've been with Tuber Chat for quite some time. Come hither with Heather. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. That channel was actually just featured last weekend on Tuber Chat. We feature a different channel almost every single day based on impact and generosity that I see within the community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, which you have seen. The Stock Explorer is dropping a ladybug in the chat for Ladybug Seafood Boil 51. Very, very cool. The Stock Explorer has been featured on Tuber Chat as well. So let's spin the wheel and we'll get another channel coming up. Thank you so much, Southern Sown and Grown. Hopefully we'll see you again very, very soon. Purple Tube is coming up right now. Like I said, this is a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. And this is somebody who's also willing to share lessons learned along the way for the betterment of everybody in their YouTube journeys. 1,880 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer towards the 1,900 that they're thinking about. You can see right here they've got a small YouTuber support video. They do actually a lot of different variety. So we've got a particular band. I wonder, is this local to you? It must be, right? I remember the camera angle on this one here looked like you were like maybe in a bar with this band. So forgive me for not knowing a deeper story about it yet, but anyway, there's a lot of variety here on this channel. Purple Tube's an extremely supportive creator as you're bouncing in between premieres, live streams, commenting on videos. Likely you will run into Purple Tube often because they've been a part of the Tuber Chat family for quite some time. Oh, and then Lenny the Lawyer Live is asking, does anyone know if when you receive a message about what services you provide, can you leave your contact information in the reply to the message? My guess would be okay. I mean, in most cases, I'm assuming that people would get those messages on by email if it was something serious for somebody like Lenny the Lawyer, for instance, but that's just a guess. I could be completely off about that if it comes on the social networks. I would always err on the side of caution, but I can't imagine not handing out some kind of contact information, right? Like, you know, there's simple things you could do, like have mailboxes and things like that, so it's very easy to give people information that's not going to jeopardize anything at all, just in case something did go wrong. But in most cases, if somebody's reaching out and you read a message, you'll likely be able to tell whether that's a legitimate message or somebody who's kind of playing games with you. But Lenny the Lawyer Live probably gets a lot of serious inquiries, so it's definitely a valid question. So thank you for that. Faye Blatcher, thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. We looked at that channel earlier, and like I said, Faye Blatcher happens to be a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So thank you for that. Call me V. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And Coupon Gale is here. That's Scale Southern Living with a second channel. It's good to see you in the house as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So I should take a break right now. We'll come back in 3 minutes, and then we are going to look at The Gathering Within, a fellow Canadian. In the meantime, if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a second. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. And if you have the ability to share today's stream out, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I will appreciate that as well. Helps get more people into Tuber Chat today, and of course does wonders for the algorithm in the coming days, possibly even weeks ahead. So when we get back, we will look at the gathering within. All right, pardon me for that. Thank you, everybody. We're back, and we're looking at the gathering within. This happens to be a fellow Canadian, as a matter of fact, and somebody who's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. And we see them every day here in the chat, whether they're here or not, because they have been so unbelievably generous as a member. Of course, I put them on the wheel as soon as I saw them come in. We don't have a sub count on this channel right this second, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're looking towards. And we all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. Thank you, Holistic Living with Abby Stalker Mom. Good to see you here. And hopefully we'll see you again very soon. She's been very active as well, posting a lot and streaming a lot as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with the Gathering Within. They give us a mix of pleasing audio and visuals. We see a lot of channels that enter the kind of genre that I like to think about the Gathering Within when I think about this channel. However, they give us a very unique twist. So often they will add a pleasing voice in the form sometimes of statements, sometimes in poetry, and with positive affirmations. And I think that that can give a positive start to anybody's day or be a great positive pick-me-up at any point in anybody's day. So it's a great channel to have in your collection. I hope you'll consider supporting them. And does he want to make a cameo appearance?
Maybe.
Trouble Von Cuddlepuss has been whining and whining and whining and whining. I'm not going to grab him, but Kristen will show Trouble. Here, look at the green light. We've talked about this. Trouble, look at the green light. We've talked about this a million times. This is Trouble Von Cuddlepuss. Look, what's this? I don't know. He's not going to look. He's been whining and whining and whining. I don't know if you guys could hear him screaming when I came back on from break, but it's been meowing. My peaceful moment is coming up. I actually added a few more channels onto the wheel while we were on break there. My peaceful moment, Free Handly Made AU, and then God Soldiers as well. I thought I put God Soldiers onto the wheel earlier, but I might have accidentally deleted it. I didn't mean to do that. Sometimes I have done that. Yes, Trouble need to go to bed, says Spotless Calm. We have a special, Kristen will have a special blanket. And as soon as the cat starts meowing too much, we just put the cat in the blanket and he just calms right down like a baby or something like that. My peaceful moment is here, and this is the first time we're looking at this channel, so hopefully everybody will give them a warm welcome and support this channel on the way in to the Tuber Chat family here. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos, this 13-minute relaxation video. I'm going to add this into my watch later list, and what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I will leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Pardon me. Crescent Art Designs is here, and that happens to be another fellow Canadian, as a matter of fact. We will look at that channel shortly, and they're actually going to be featured. Why can't I think of what I'm saying? I'm copying and pasting and thinking at the same time. I can't do both, I guess. We will see them on Monday when they're featured. Free Handly Made AU is coming up right now. Gia Girl, I'm Every Woman the Dream Team. That is Georgia Girl. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right away. And yes, Trouble made his way into the blanket there. Georgia Girl has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. Madam Soul Food. Why do I keep saying that? Madam Soul Food is back in the house. I see you've added a couple of words to your channel name, which is very cool. But it's good to see you back in the chat. Thanks for coming in. And Free Handly Made AU, we're looking at this channel for the second time. So I've still got to get to know the content on this channel, but they've got over 1,000 subscribers already. It looks like they've got it locked in with over 1,010. We'd love to push them a little bit farther and just make sure they've got that locked in and get them rolling on the road towards 1,100. Gloria's Platter has walked in. That will be a creator willing to swap playlists with other creators here in the chat. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. My goodness, Freehandly has already put Superchat on their featured channels. I just happened to see that by accident. But I will absolutely return that favor because I do that always. What I'm talking about is these channels that you see in the collection here. The favorite featured channels, they've got them listed. You can change those names actually when you do this if you'd like to. But when you feature channels on your front page that way, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to their audience in the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. It's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started with another creator. And if you have featured Superchat the way that Freehandly has done, then please make sure I know so I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that. So the Moosh family is coming up right now. Now I hope I'm pronouncing this right for you. If you want to correct me in the chat, I'll keep my eyes open and see if I'm doing that. Actually, maybe I'll leave you a message too. Oh, they might be gone already. Are they already gone? They might not be with us right now, but that's okay. The Moosh family was here for the first time. I'm not sure if they're still in the chat, but I'm going to connect with this creator anyway. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so what I'm going to do is take this 11-minute video. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave them a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of their video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully they're subscribed to TuberChat as well and have our notification bell on so they don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Crescent Art Designs, thank you so much for another super chat. They've done that many times before already. They happen to be a fellow Canadian, and we're going to look at that channel on Monday, as a matter of fact. And what I mean by look at it is we're actually going to feature that channel. So every day, or almost every day, we feature a different channel here on TuberChat based on impact and generosity that I've seen within the community, so that I can introduce you to loyal and dedicated supporters that you can meet even when we're not live streaming, because we do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos. Today's featured channel is Yarn Barf, who's starting to become a great friend in the TuberChat family to a lot of people. And Crescent Art Designs will have a great look at on Monday. Four Corners Custom Products, Mobile, Alabama will be featured tomorrow. And then, yeah, God Soldiers, my pleasure. I don't know why. I thought I put you on our wheel today. Oh, I did. Never mind. Okay, I've got you on there twice. Pardon me. I can't read, apparently, while I'm looking at the wheel. I wondered, I thought I deleted your name off the wheel. I was mistaken, but it's on there. We'll be looking at your channel again today shortly. And my pleasure to have been by there. Laneka's Corner, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not being sure, but I think you're here for the first time, so hopefully you're feeling welcome. Pardon me, please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to here in the chat. Everybody's here to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Madam Soul Food, what's happening there? Pardon me while I'm trying to type a message in the chat. Madam Soul Food. Yeah, that's okay. No problem. I just put a message in the chat just in case something was up. But that's all right. It happens to everybody. Crescent Art Designs is here with 361 subscribers. I'm still getting to know the content on this channel. They're posting so unbelievably frequently, as you can see. Many videos per day now, even. They happen to be a fellow Canadian. And I'm just going to take this. I thought I took this already. I thought I took one of your videos and added it into my catch-up list, but maybe I'm mistaken about which one. But that's okay. I'm going to take this Ruby Gloom video and add it into my catch-up list so that I can see what you've got going on with this one. Crescent Art Designs is bringing quite a bit of variety. A lot of places around Toronto. I've seen more of the thumbnails than the videos yet, but I'm still getting to know the content on this channel, like I said. And hopefully everybody will enjoy that, but they've already shown to be an extremely generous creator, and for that reason they're being featured on Monday. So we'll have a better look at that channel when we get over there. 361 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. And we see that they have got a lot of nostalgia when they do some of these 15th and 20th anniversaries of different things that we remember from the 90s and 2000s. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. So let me spin the wheel. I'm a little bit behind in getting another few channels onto our wheel. We'll get that done in another second. Georgia Girl is coming up. It looks like we might have held on. The internet is acting a little bit silly right this second. We're looking at Georgia, everybody, with trying to figure out if the internet's going to work. But as long as it holds itself together, we'll be here for as long as everybody would like. So, GA Girl, I'm Every Woman. The Dream Team has 493 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. It's very obvious what happened here. They actually must have climbed above 500, got their community tab, and slipped back below. So we'd like to get them a few more subscribers so they can get that 500 locked back in. No, yesterday seemed to be fine, except for the very beginning, but it was fine, and then Mondays are always fine. So traffic where I live is outside of Niagara Falls, literally in a far corner. And the problem is, so we do have high-speed internet, but it's not that 5G, fiber optic, 6E, or whatever they're calling it now, amazing stuff. I have a feeling that because we are at the end of an internet load, or a node, or whatever you want to call them, maybe we just get the short end of the stick over there. I don't know. As long as we can anyway. I appreciate everybody's patience. AceFlaw1 is coming up on the wheel. Quickie-O has been here for quite some time. That's another fairly new friend to Superchat. While they're here. How to Flex Living, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Southern Sown and Grown, I wonder if you're still here. Outdoors with Big Mac, good to see you here. I'm just going to see if Southern Sown and Grown might still be here. They might be, right? And let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. I'm going to try refreshing my pages, see if we get any luck there. Popping the Popcorn is going to... And what she does on her channel is movie reviews. She just came into the Tuber Chat family about a month ago. She was invited in personally by Michael's Adventures, for which I'm very grateful. He's done that many times before, and for which I'm grateful. She always has absolutely okay to give her suggestions for videos that you would like to see reviewed by her as well, which is a cool interactive twist on her video series. So I hope everybody will enjoy that as well. And be 100% sure. So, in the meantime, if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those early, of course. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly, of course. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. And then as well, if you have the ability to share today's stream, whether it's on your up here, and the next one that we're going to look at is Quickie-O, as a matter of fact. Experience Africans, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Let's connect. Is that YouTuber Chat's been here long enough now. We're over 300 episodes, and when we talk about the process of connecting with creators by watching a full video at least 3 minutes long, leaving a meaningful, genuine comment of 3 or 4 sentences, and giving the thumbs up and turning the notification bell on, as well as subscribing, we know that that works because I do it myself when I'm out there. You all know this because I've done it for you. So, one of the things we don't want to do is, at least when interacting with the Tuber Chat family, is try to change the way that we're doing this into like subscribe to me 2 days from now, or leave me a different comment, or watching shorts videos and stuff like that. We have to make sure we're following the procedure, and one of the reasons why is because when newcomers come into the idea of growth streams or Tuber Chat or anything like this, we're able to guide by the hand and help them along so that everybody's on the same page, everybody's consistent, and then this way we can all grow together the same way. John H. Shelton is in the house. It's good to see you here. Let me get you onto the wheel. John H. Shelton actually has a couple of different channels. We'll look at both of those. Makedo3 TV, good to see you here. And I see the Coupon Gale is still hanging out. That's Gale's Southern Living. And Quickie-O is here with 120 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 130 that they're thinking about. Sorry. Quickie-O's been with Tuber Chat for a little while now. It's great to see that they've already got a few featured channels. It's primarily video games that we see here so far, including Roblox and Fortnite, and I'm looking forward to seeing what more they're going to come through with as well. But Quickie-O engages the chat here, for which I'm grateful. They've been back many times to Tuber Chat, and hopefully if you haven't already connected with them yet, you will. We'd love to push this channel a little bit farther towards the 130 that they're thinking about. And thank you, John H. Shelton, an extremely generous creator. He actually did a shout-out video for Tuber Chat quite some time ago, but we put that on our front page, as we always do for shout-out videos, whether they're specifically about Tuber Chat, like Coupon Gale recently did on her main channel, Gale's Southern Living, or if they are a shout-out video where you've mentioned a lot of different creators and Tuber Chat's been included. We have a shelf for that on our front page as well. And then yeah, hopefully other than that, everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends in the chat. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm wondering to myself if this is actually Madam Soul Food in the chat. Spotless Calm is coming up right now. This is a channel I've been hoping to talk about for a while. They actually orchestrated a raid party today with a lot of creators. And what that means is that a bunch of creators got together, orchestrated by Spotless Calm, and they each set up a premiere to run one after the other. So what happened is you've got all these creators supporting each other, promoting all of the videos. Everybody starts the train on one channel with one premiere and then continues into the next, into the next, into the next. We've seen this kind of stuff before, but I'm happy that we've got somebody in the Tuber Chat family orchestrating this. Anybody can be included if you want to reach out to Spotless Calm. If you have a premiere, particularly next Saturday, they do them every Saturday, and they'll be happy to talk to you about how to get that done. I got to see that, Lenny the Lawyer live. I got to see that from Kevin O'Leary. He can be quite comical for sure. Outdoors with Big Matt is willing to swap playlists as well, and My Peaceful Moment is also willing. Very, very cool. So, anybody can reach out to anybody else at all by simply saying I am willing to swap playlists. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. Hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I'll appreciate it greatly. Little Fantasy World, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then Mama Soul Food, I'm just trying to figure out what on earth is happening with your channel there. I don't know if that's a real channel, if it's a copy of a channel. We have to reach out to them, see what's going on. Spotless Com brings us a mix of visuals and audio. They mix things up every day. They have either a premiere or a live stream in long form every single day, so there's almost always something happening. There's always engaging chat in there, and this gives you an opportunity to really have conversation with other creators and get to know people a little bit better than we can somewhere like here in Superchat when we are working so hard on our channels. And Madam Soul Food, I just don't understand what you're talking about here. I'm getting the feeling that's not actually the real channel. Yeah, it's something weird. It's possible, Quickio. It's weird because I know it's a real channel. I know it's actually somebody who comes through. I just don't really understand what they're doing right this second, but that's okay. It's fairly harmless right now. You don't type right, that's okay. Yeah, Madam Soul Food, I'm just not sure what you're doing though, because it's making me wonder if it's something that is not desirable in a chat or if things are all right. So it's okay for now. Spotless Com, 737 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're thinking about. Like I said, you'll have a lot of opportunity to meet more friends over with Spotless Com and a lot of their friends, as like I said, they're orchestrating this premiere raid. So you can reach out to them directly if you want to connect with them and see what that's all about next Saturday. And it's a lot of fun and a great way for creators to collaborate together and have busy live chats through their premieres all the way along. AceFlaw1 is a creator who has been with Superchat ever since the beginning. 3,470 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Towards the 3,500 that they're thinking about. AceFlaw1 has actually been with me probably for 2 years now, way before the Super Chat live streams had started. Garden State Gardener, thank you so much for your Super Chat. Forgive me, I should have had your channel onto the wheel as soon as I saw you in the chat earlier, and I didn't do that right away, but I am going to put your channel up because of that Super Chat next before we spin the wheel again. So I'll get it ready right now. I do appreciate that extra support. Garden State Gardener, of course, is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who also does a great job of promoting others. We've heard them say many times that people will be well off following Coupon Gale, for instance, to save some money. And Garden State Gardener has their Sunday Fun Day coming up tonight, of course. Or tomorrow. Sorry, that's tomorrow. I'm losing track of days myself here. AceFlaw1, like I said, is extremely supportive, and now with well over 3,400 subscribers, almost at 3,500, you can bet there's much to be learned from this creator, as well as entertained and inspired by. TealTube, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And AceFlaw1 does more travel videos than anything else, but hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get one more channel up here, and then we're going to look at Garden State Gardener before we see who's coming up next. It's going to be Experience Africans. Garden State Gardener has got a really wild program that they've got going on called Sunday Fun Day, and I've managed to catch them for a couple of them now, and we've seen some familiar faces in there. And they have a chat that just runs wild. They, at a couple of occasions, it seems to me that they've actually had 100 people in the chat at a time. Now, you can always look when you're in a chat, if it looks like there are lots of people watching, and then you click on the participant list and you see that less than half are chatting, chances are those numbers are not real. And there's lots of ways to do that. But when we look at Garden State Gardener, we see a really fast-paced, high-energy chat, which is really, really cool. Now, I'm still getting to know some of the other content on this channel, but we already see that this is a very generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So I hope everybody will connect with them. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Planning. Good to see you. Panning. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you again very soon. Sorry we didn't make it to your channel today. I know it could take a very long time to get on the wheel and the screen. It is not just about how long you're here, but how much you're interacting with everybody. But hopefully the next time you're here, we'll get you up and see what you got going on your channel lately. So, Garden State Gardener has 1,440 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer to the 1,500 that they're thinking about. They're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them when we get there, including super chats and memberships. And like I said, it's a really wild time. You will definitely meet some more friends and family members over there as well. Let's look at Experience Africans right now. And thank you one more time, Garden State Gardener, for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. You've knocked a little bit more life off of Call Me Ender, our current stream boss. So Experience Africans is here. This is a channel that was recently featured in Superchat as well. Music Therapy, I've got you on the wheel now. I'm going to add some more names in another moment here. With over 1,000 subscribers, they're getting very close to 1,100. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Call Me V, I've got you on the wheel. Laneka's Corner. Marino's Mysteries has been here for quite a while. And Makedo 3 TV. And Glorious Platter. And I'll add a few more names as we need them. I'm going to start moving really fast because we've been on for over an hour and a half now. We're not in any race to get out of here or anything like that, but we'd love to get as many channels on the screen as we can. In the next little while, we should be here another half hour or so. And then, Lenny the Lawyer Live's asking me a wonderful question. So I used to work in radio, so audio's my thing. Now I happen to use a mic right now. I use a Razer Kaio. It's actually got a webcam and a ring light built in, but I only use the microphone portion of this because I'm on an iMac that has a camera that's obviously good enough that's doing its thing right here. And I want to put a little bit less load on the processor by not using that extra camera. I also have a Razer Kaio. I haven't used it, or sorry, this is a Razer Siren X. I haven't used this in a while. Very similar to a Blue Yeti mic, which is very popular. And these things can work both when you're live streaming, but of course when you're recording as well, if you're using a computer. When you're using a phone, it can be a little bit more of a tricky thing, but lots of creators add extra outboard microphones onto their phones. I do have a shotgun mic that clips onto a gimbal or a stand that I use for my phone, but I don't have it where I can show you right this second. Eventually, I hope to do reviews of all these things and talk about editing the audio. Most video programs allowed you to tweak the audio a little bit by maximizing it or compressing it. Compressing it means that you're taking the waves that go up and down when you look at an audio file and kind of squishing them a little bit. If you squish too much, it sounds distorted, but if you squish just the right amount, it stops that problem that we all have with Netflix where the low parts are too low and the high parts are too high. That can really help. So that's something to think about. Eventually, I hope to do tutorial videos of these things, but I just haven't done it yet. And yeah, hopefully I can get into a little bit more of that. But anybody can reach out to Lenny the Lawyer Live. Let them know what you're using for microphones right now and what you're doing about editing your audio. I happen to use an outboard program here called Audacity, which is free for both Mac or PC. And it's a very popular program. Otherwise, if you have Adobe, you might use Adobe Audition. A lot of creators use that. Kristen Welton is in the house. That's my love. We're going to put her up. She is a member and a moderator. We'll put her right beside Makeup Mom and Son there. And DMV Frizzy, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Another longtime friend of Tuber Chat. Call Me V is up here right now. And because Lenny the Lawyer Live dropped a super chat, I'm going to put their channel up next. One of these days, what I wish to do is make a video literally called How to Make a YouTube Video, and then just make a YouTube video the way that I make them from beginning to end, so that you can see some of the simple things I do, and then you can make things better, or you can take some ideas if you want to, but I hope I'll get something like that done very soon. Lenny the Lawyer Live will come up next. We're looking at Call Me V. This is an extremely energetic person that joins on a lot of other creators' channels, as a matter of fact. They spread a lot of positivity and motivation with them, but they are definitely they have a sparkling energy about them, and it's infectious, and you see this when you run into them when they're collaborating with other creators as well as on their channel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Call Me V. I can see I'm behind with your channel, so I'm just going to take your latest Ruffles video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list, and Call Me V happens to be Canadian as well. I'm 99% sure about that, and it's interesting to see a few Canadians coming through. And then, yes, thank you, Call Me V. And those Ruffles, I'm trying to figure out if those are sour cream and bacon. See, I know the exact packaging that they have because we're in Canada together here. Interesting. Lenny the Lawyer Live is coming up next, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Call Me V and push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. They also happen to be an extremely supportive creator. They're out supporting others regularly. So Lenny the Lawyer Live actually brings us a lot of engagement in the chat, and I'm grateful for some of the questions that Lenny the Lawyer Live has put forth, because I don't always talk about some of these things, and on Superchat I can really only do kind of scratching the surface type ideas or tutorials about this stuff. On my personal channel, I've done a couple of tutorials, like sharing on Instagram, sharing on Twitter, using TubeBuddy for your comments and stuff like that, but I hope to expand into a lot more of this stuff. But I really do enjoy your engagement in the conversation, letting me know the kind of things that a lot of other people might be thinking about as well. Some of the biggest YouTubers like Sean Cannell, Sonny Lenarduzzi, Roberto Blake, and others that do the kind of things where they're teaching you how to run a YouTube channel will often say that audio is 50% of the video. People won't watch a video if they don't like the audio. So it is something that's very important, but I appreciate that. And then Lenny the Lawyer Live talking about possibly needing an editor. Oh, your monitor's higher up than your camera, so your videos look strange. Yeah, that just comes down to placing stuff. I'm very lucky because iMac has the camera right on the top, as you can imagine. But for anybody with a laptop, you know, when we see StreamYard panels and you see the camera facing up into their ceiling and stuff like that, that's something to be considered. And then, yes, Laneka's Corner. Everybody here will be connecting the same way. And we did learn something extra about Call Me V a moment ago. Sour cream and bacon chips. Ruffles chips, as a matter of fact. And Laneka's Corner. Yeah, everybody here will be willing to connect. We have our instructions in the video description. Shards of Gaming, thank you for coming in. They always give us an extra like. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. We've probably got hundreds of likes simply from Shards of Gaming. So Lenny the Lawyer Live, just with a name like this, you know that this channel has information that can benefit everybody. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. They are definitely very serious when they talk about the ideas they have for their channel. We hear it all the time when they're here in Superchat talking about improving production quality, looking for an editor to help with the task of doing that, and then hopefully getting some more content out as well. So I really do appreciate that. Lenny the Lawyer Live has shown to be a very generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, to say the least. So let's look at John H. Shelton next. He's actually got a couple of channels. We'll look at both of those. And John H. Shelton's been a friend and a very generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. He often shares on Twitter and has done some shout-out videos and things like that as well. He actually got right into it after coming into the Superchat family, for which I was grateful. So John H. Shelton on his main channel, which is Godzilla Fan Venotic, Godzilla fan vlogging and poems, is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support him over here, including super chats and memberships. I thought I just caught up with you, but he's posting so frequently. Look at this, 5 videos today. My goodness, I'm just going to take your latest video and add this into my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with you. Make sure I don't fall too far behind. And when we click in his links, usually we used to get to his second channel from here. I don't think that's going to work right now, no. John H. Shelton. It should be extras and bits. And where's your second channel there, John H. Shelton? Oh. My search didn't work. There we go. There's John H. Shelton's Extras and Bits with 733 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 800 that he's thinking about. And Call Me V. Oh, Makeup Mom and Son brought you to Tuber Chat. That's great. Rock Chick Beauty, good to see you in the house. Another longtime friend of Tuber Chat. Yeah, Makeup Mom and Son is a dear friend and has been here as a moderator and a member for quite some time. She's actually in the pole position on the Wheel of Doom. Has been sitting there for a long, long time. Marino's Mysteries is coming up right now. Let's see what they've got going on. And Marino's Mysteries has 126 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 130 that they're thinking about today, a little bit farther on their road to the first 200. And my pleasure, Lenny the Lawyer Live. And I'm always happy for creators to engage each other in the chat. I do a bad job of keeping up with the chat. That's why I always ask if anybody is meaning to mention me. Just mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow or add 3 thumbs up to your message. It might help me see it a little bit easier. But when people are just asking questions of each other in the chat or everybody in general, that's cool too. I'll just catch them if I can. Marino's Mysteries does a lot of variety on their channel. They add a little bit of tongue-in-cheek humor into their videos as well, which I'm sure you'll enjoy. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, and they've already shown to be a loyal and dedicated supporter. I've seen them out supporting others as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And like I said, we'd love to push this channel a little bit farther towards the 200 we know they're thinking about. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and see who's coming up next. In the meantime, if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Here's Kristen Welton right now. This is my love. She's here both as a moderator and a member. She's got 1,350 subscribers right now, but she has her own channel. She's doing her own thing over here. She is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her when we get over there, including super chats and memberships. You'll find lifestyle videos as well as unboxings, product reviews, some wild success with shorts, hitting even 20 and 30,000 views, and then as well sometimes series and collaborations with other creators as well. So she's recently given her channel a facelift, and you can see the branding that's been added between both the avatar, banner, and thumbnails. So hopefully everybody will take a little bit of inspiration from that as well. I believe that that can help the long-term success in a lot of cases for different channels. Not necessarily for everybody. You have to make the right decision for your own channel, but it's something that can be helpful. We'll spin the wheel. Thank you for coming in. Familia de Estrada, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the super chat. That's another generous creator who has a monster live stream where you're going to be able to meet more friends and family members on Familia de Estrada, like I have as well. Next, we're going to look at music therapy. And this is another creator who's fairly new to the Tuber Chat community. When I look for this channel, I look for music therapy and then Musica Inspiradora. And I will copy and paste this into the chat in case you want to copy that for yourself or type it out. If I got it right, yes I did. And then that will help us find this channel. When we find creators that have channel names that are so popular like this, we're doing a great service for them when we search, find, and click on their names. Because over time, they will rise up the search results, and eventually YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular music therapy. Shanice Reviews, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. We have already been on for almost 2 hours. We've still got a little while to go. I know Shanice Reviews hasn't had a chance to be on the wheel or the screen in the last couple of times you've been here, but I'd love to get a chance to look at your channel if you have any time to spend. So Makeup Mom and Son is coming up right now. She's been on the pole position of the Wheel of Doom for a little while, and we'll see what they've got going on their channel right now. We'll see what time that video interview started with House of X Entertainment Inc. I think that was who was on deck for today. There they are. They're interviewing House of X Entertainment Inc. right this second, as a matter of fact. So Makeup Mom and Son has 949 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1,000. She's officially on the road, so I'm hoping we'll get her a little bit closer. She's been a dear friend, very much loved and well-respected creator. She does a mix of live streams and videos. You will find a lot of unboxing. She happens to be doing Vlogmas right now, a lot of product reviews, some makeup videos, random live streams where you'll see Corinne on there from Lighthouse and Anchor Designs very often, and other creators as well. And then also she does this interview series. Right now, House of X Entertainment Inc. is coming up, or is on right now. Hilda DC will be up very soon, and she's interviewing a different creator every single week. I've been honored to have been a part of that interview series as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. She's an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated friend and supporter. She happens to be a gold member, so we'll see her link dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so as well. I'm just going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Our featured channel for today is Yarn Barf. Hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. Tomorrow will be Four Corners Custom Products, Mobile, Alabama. And then on Monday, we will look at Crescent Art Designs, a fellow Canadian, and have another featured channel. We try to do that almost every single day. Southern Sewn and Grown is here with 220 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. I'm still getting to know the content on this channel. They're fairly new to Tuber Chat, but hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We know they're a loyal and dedicated supporter because they've been back many times. And we've seen other creators already knowing who they are while they're here in the Tuber Chat family. So hopefully you'll enjoy that kind of support coming back from somebody with quite a reputation, it seems. And like I said, we'd love to push this channel a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists here in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I got DMV Frizzy on the wheel. We will get Rock Chick Beauty on there. Easy Relaxation Soothe was not on there. And Shanice Reviews, I'll put you on right now. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and see what's happening. We're going to look at Gloria's Platter. And this is a creator who I know will be willing to swap playlists because I actually swapped playlists with them a little while ago. It's getting on probably a couple of months now. It's been a little while. Time flies, of course, but they're definitely willing to do it. And I do swap playlists with creators. So if you want to, you can reach out to me on Instagram. It's all one word, Tuber Chat. And And then Gloria's Platter has 848 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 900 that she's thinking about. She's got a lot of delicious looking content on her channel, as we can see. I got to catch up. I thought I grabbed one of these the other day. What am I doing here? Let me take your latest video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list just to make sure I stay caught up and don't fall too far behind. I see she's got a different style for her thumbnails just slightly lately, so I'm curious to see how those are going to perform for you. But I see that you've got a short that did really well with 2,500 views in just a few days. Another one here with 1,100 from a while ago. So it's good to see that these are starting to move. And hopefully everybody will enjoy the kind of support that comes back from this creator. She's an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. Sharon Miranda, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. Pardon me. Everybody here is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Let's spin the wheel. I'm moving pretty quickly now because we've been on for about 2 hours. And we have got a premiere that we're going to go and watch as soon as Superchat is done. We're not in any race, but it will be on for probably another 20 minutes or so. I will leave this live stream running for a few extra minutes so that everybody can clean up their connections here. And 484 subscribers we have right now on Rock Chick Beauty's channel. And this is a longtime friend of Superchat. She actually did a restart to her channel many months ago, but has already got 484 subscribers, getting very close to having a 500 subscriber community tab. We're always happy to see creators getting that happening. And she does a lot of variety on her channel. So she's doing a bit of hauling. She's done, in the past live streams, I'm not sure if we're going to see those again. And it looks like you've got some interesting stuff that's recently happened, so that'll be interesting to catch up with. And like I said, Rock Chick Beauty has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her and having that kind of support coming back to them as well. And yes, call me V. Premieres are great so that everybody can continue connecting in the chats the way that we do during live streams as well. Copper State Treasures, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. We're looking at Makedo TV and Experience Africans. Thank you for coming back in. 414 subscribers for Makedo TV. This is a fairly new connection for Superchat, but hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And looks like we're just about caught up with you for the moment, but 414 subscribers means we'd love to push them a little bit closer to the 500 that will bring them their community tab soon enough. And we see a bit of variety on this channel. So one of the things that they're doing is a little bit of help when it comes to our YouTube channels, which is great to see. And then I see a bit more variety here as well. So it says entertainment and helping content creators to build a stronger online business. Very, very cool. And expecting to put videos out every week. So I'm always happy to see creators that are active in that way. It's true that if you can post one quality piece of content, particularly, a good video every week, that's enough to make your channel grow itself. And then the things we're doing here just speed that stuff along. If anybody in the house has the ability to share the stream or give a thumbs up, I'm mixing up my speeches here. If you haven't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate that. If you have the ability to share the stream, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate that as well. And God Soldiers is coming up right now. Another brand new connection for Superchat. They were just with us yesterday for the first time. I'm just going to put their channel up. I didn't mean to click on that video, but that's okay. Copper State Treasures is a longtime friend of Superchat, actually. We'll get God Soldiers up here in another second. So specifically, this is a Bible channel. They specifically have let us know that, which is very cool. Hopefully everybody will enjoy this. When you get over there, 427 subscribers. I'm still getting to know the content on this channel because I've just connected with them. But we know exactly what to expect when we get here, and hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about, so that we can get them their community tab as well. Obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter, because they've been back with Tuber Chat again today and engaging the chat, which is really cool. Thank you, Gloria's Platter. She's working on some stuff. When's the Christmas cake coming, by the way? She's been talking about having a Christmas cake done, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just curious when we can expect to see that, or if that's what you're working on right now. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get one more channel up here right now. Easy Relaxation Soothe is going to be the next one that we look at. If there's anybody in the chat listening or watching that hasn't already been on the wheel or the screen, just please say anything at all in the chat. I'll make sure I get you on, and we'll look at everybody's channel. Easy Relaxation Soothe has 836 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 900 that they're thinking about. And would anybody like to see the featured channels collaboration? So you see that Easy Relaxation Soothe has featured Tuber Chat on their front page right now. And then, yeah, Experience Africans, we put you on earlier. Jessica Hicks, thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming and visiting. And thank you for the kind words. And, yeah, Rock Chick Beauty, we just had you on the screen a few minutes ago. We literally just had you up like a moment or two ago. Experience Africans, yeah, we looked at your channel a little bit earlier as well. Thank you, Copper State Treasures, for the share. I really do appreciate that. If anybody would like to, I can do the featured channels tutorial. What I'm talking about is showing you exactly how you can get these channels on your, not these ones, but whatever channels you want, featured on your front page, the way that other creators have done that. I recommend this all the time because this is a great way to trade favors with other creators and get a friendship started. And I believe it has big impact with the algorithm and with your audience for branding. When people keep seeing your channel, you know, everywhere, being supported by so many others, and the algorithm, of course, has your channel marked, knowing that it's being featured on so many other creators' front pages. And then thank you so much, Garden State Gardener. A big Uber night in Jersey, very cool. And then let's spin the wheel. So Easy Relaxation Soothe was actually a part of the raid trains that we were talking about with Spotless Calm and a few other creators. Shanice Reviews is coming up right now. This is a creator who comes into Tuber Chat often. Now, the wheel that we talk about is determined by a robot that I have called Bottissimo. And it's not just about how long you're here, but also how much you're interacting with other creators in the chat as well. Thank you, Copper State Treasures, for the thumbs up and the reminder for everybody as well. We'll look at Shanice Reviews in a quick second. But we're going to look at that channel right now. After Easy Relaxation Soothe, like I said, we want to push them towards 900. What we find on this channel is a mix of visuals and audio that, of course, are pleasing, meant for us to relax or chill or meditate or all these other things. And it's great we have so many creators in this genre now here in the Tuber Chat family supporting each other. And they are a part of the premiere train that was run by Spotless Calm the last couple of Saturdays. So for anybody that wants to be a part of that, you can reach out to Spotless Calm specifically and talk about having your premiere added to the raid party next Saturday, where everybody's promoting each other's videos, and then the crowd is moving from one premiere into the next. Makes it a lot of fun to be a part of. So Shanice Reviews is coming up right now. I'll get Copper State Treasures onto our wheel. And there we are. Shanice Reviews. Let's see what you got going on for us today. 883 subscribers. They're getting very, very close to 900 as well. It always feels good to know that that 1,000 is on the horizon. It's coming around the corner for you. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with this creator. She's an extremely supportive creator as well. They oh, yeah, Michael's Adventures, yes, understandable. There was less of what we're doing back in the day before Tuber Chat started. Not that I'm any kind of a pioneer. I came in late after a lot of other creators had already been doing this. About 2 years before, when YouTube changed the rules about having 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, is when the growth streams all had started. I was just inspired to do one based on the idea that we would focus on the friendships that would be made between creators. We're going to get Sharon Miranda on there as well on the wheel. And Shanice Reviews, I'm just going to make sure I catch one of your latest videos. You're winning a giveaway video here, and I'm going to add this into a catch-up playlist that I have so I can stay caught up with your channel and make sure I don't fall too far behind. But I'm glad that we got a chance to get your channel up to have a look at it again. Lineka's, oh, forgive me, let me get the right, Lineka's Corner, yes. We're going to have a look at this channel for the first time right now. So this is a brand new connection here in the Tuber Chat family, and I'm hoping that we can give them a warm welcome and support them and push them towards the 1,700 that they're thinking about. They're already halfway there with about 1,650. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm going to take your latest video. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Coupon Gale, sorry, I never put you on the wheel all this time, but I just put you on right now. We're going to have a look at both of her channels when we get her up here. Next, we're going to look at Selvin's Kitchen. I see that you've come into the chat. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome as well, and hopefully you're ready to meet some new friends today. First time fishing adventures, good to see you here, and look at that luck. Coupon Gale, I never put you on the wheel, and as soon as I finally put you on, you came up right away. Coupon Gale's an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, somebody who's built up quite a reputation as a supporter. As a matter of fact, there's the featured channels that I was talking about earlier. Again, I'm honored to be a part of that. This is something I recommend for a lot of different creators. Apparently, if you want to save money, this is where you go. This is what a couple of different creators, including Garden State Gardener, have said. 470 subscribers right now. We'd love to get her moving a little bit farther towards and up and over the 500 that we're thinking about, so she can get her community tab. And Copper State Treasures, yeah, all the same music is available on our royalty-free music channel as well, both as individual songs and in a 24-hour live stream that we've got over there that you could just run in the background. Gail Southern Living has 1,500 subscribers over here. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. She's fully monetized, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Lots of ways to support her. And then as well, she recently did a very thoughtful job on a how to use Tuber Chat video. So I hope everybody will check that out. You can find that on our front page or on Gail Southern Living's channel. And both of these channels come from the same creator, of course. And Copper State Treasures is coming up right now. Like I said, this is a longtime friend of Tuber Chat, somebody who definitely is generous when it comes to sharing and pushing the word out for people. Love to travel with Wave. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I know we haven't always got to see your channel. It's not just about how long you're here, but also how active you are in the chat. But I'm going to put your channel right onto the wheel today. And Copper State Treasures has 1,370 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,400 that they're thinking about. It's nice to see you've got a holiday baking video going on right there. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos. When's that coming up? That's a few days from now. I'm going to take one of your latest videos and I'm going to add it into my catch-up list so that I can stay caught up with your channel, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And Copper State Treasures, like I said, has been a longtime friend of Tuber Chat, obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter. I'm hoping we can push them towards 1,400. DMV Frizzy, yep, I've still got your channel on the wheel. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. If there's anybody in the house that hasn't already been on the wheel or the screen, just please make sure that I know. Say anything at all in the chat. I'll make sure we get you on there. Next, we're going to look at Sharon Miranda. And this might be the first time that we're looking at this channel. And forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but we'll find out in a quick second here. Sharon Miranda. Let me just make sure I've got the right channel. I could do that by matching the avatar. And with 544 subscribers, we know we've got the right channel here. Shards of Gaming, let me know if you're still here, by the way. They might have taken off. First Time Fishing Adventures. I've got you on the wheel as well. And Sharon Miranda, I thought you'd been to Tuber Chat before, but maybe I'm wrong about that, or this is the first time we're having your channel on the screen. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm going to take your latest video, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list, I'll watch your video in full, I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live stream. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I'm just going to spin the wheel right now, and I'm going to drop a link in the chat, which I'm going to pin. And ASD Does Games has come in. Thank you so much for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for the kind Christmas wishes. I certainly likely will. I always spend a lot of time with family when it comes to Christmas, so that's my happy place. But thank you for the kind words. Hopefully you're going to do well for Christmas as well. Mr. Fulton Mraz has walked in. Thanks for coming in. Sharon Miranda, my pleasure having your channel up for the first time. Like I said, I'll be connecting with you within the next 24 hours. And the only reason that I do that is because we're live streaming, and it's really just out of habit. It's not because of like these rules about not connecting and all that. When I'm out connecting with creators, I connect right that second. As a matter of fact, I'll probably do this within the next few hours. So we want to keep that in mind. I'm just going to pin that link, which I haven't done yet. And soon we'll go and watch this premiere from Kristen Welton. I'm just going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And then thank you, Michael's Adventures. We'll go to First Time Fishing Adventures first. And then, Makedo 3 TV. The only thing is you just don't want to wait too long, right? Because YouTube takes our connections away within 24 hours. So it's just something to keep in mind, right? We always want to keep everybody connecting the same way. First Time Fishing Adventures, 412 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. I'm still getting to know the content on this channel, but they have obviously been back to Tuber Chat several times. Forgive me, ASD Does Games. I should have put your channel up right away because of that super chat. I'll do that right now. And you'll be the next channel that we look at. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with First Time Fishing Adventures. Let's look at ASD Does Games. We'll leave our... I don't think anybody was worried about it for today. We'll leave our featured channels collaboration tutorial for tomorrow or another time. We've done it many times here on Tuber Chat. I can show that anytime anybody would like. And then, perfect. Thank you, Makedo 3 TV. Mr. Fulton Miraz also will come up. So thank you, ASD Does Games. I really do appreciate that super chat. I appreciate that extra support and especially those kind Christmas wishes. Like I said, hopefully you'll do well this Christmas as well. I'm just going to take one of your other videos here, another ticket time. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list, and that will allow me to stay caught up and make sure I don't fall too far behind with your channel. I know I just saw something not too long ago. And then let's spin. We'll get Love to Travel with Wave up here. This is a channel that comes into Tuber Chat frequently, but we haven't seen their channel on the screen many times before. I think we've seen it at least once, but I could be wrong about that. And let's see if I can copy and paste without making a mistake here. Emotion, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. Emotion has just taken the stream boss position, so what you'll notice is the video game life meter under my camera there. Emotion has knocked the life out of our last stream boss and has become our new stream boss. So I was mistaken. Love to Travel with Wave. We're just having your channel on the screen for the first time today, which is really cool. So I'm going to connect with your channel now. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I'm going to take your 11-minute video, add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I just dropped a link again. We're going to go over to Kristen Welton's channel. She's got a premiere for us right now. Then we will go to Makeup Mom and Son right after, and everybody will be able to continue connecting the same way that we are here in Kristen's live chat, and I will leave this live stream running right up until that premiere starts so that everybody can continue cleaning up their connections here. There's DMV Frizzy. It's been a little while since you've been here. I'm just going to take your second latest video and add this into my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with your channel and not fall too far behind. And just for fun, I'm going to spin the wheel for Mr. Fulton Mraz, and then we are going to have a look at his channel, and then we'll get moving. Love to Travel with Wave, thank you so much. And thank you, ASD Does Games. I really do appreciate that extra support again. And Mr. Fulton Mraz, let's get your channel up here, see what you got going on for today. Mr. Fulton Mraz has been with Tuber Chat from the beginning. I've probably been connected to them for very close to 2 years now. So I will drop the link for Kristen's raid one more time. We'll go over to her premiere. And like I said, everybody can continue connecting over there the same way that we are here in the chat. And then she will have somewhere for us to go right afterwards as well. She'll drop links for that, and everybody can come over and continue meeting. Tuber Chat will be back again 3 hours earlier than today when we return tomorrow and again on Monday. So thank you everybody for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend here in Tuber Chat. Have yourself a good night. I will see you in a few minutes with Kristen Welton and then again with Makeup Mom and Son. Bye-bye everyone.